and civil society on matters relating to digital policy, the digital economy, and the digital society. As we focus on its potential, we must take note of Kenya's really remarkable digital transformation. Often referred to as a Silicon Savannah, Kenya has emerged as the leading hub of innovation in Africa. And this progress, I think, is a direct result of Kenya's forward-thinking policies and an investment in digital skills. This has positioned the country as a leader of digital talent in Africa. Today, businesses around the world are increasingly taking note of Kenya's skilled workforce, and many are already tapping into it. So now is an opportune moment for the German economy to intensify its relationship with Kenya businesses. And as you know, with the rapid digitalization of economies comes the challenge of ensuring that we have the right talents to support and sustain the growth we have. The growing demand of skilled workers in Germany, particularly in the tech industry, presents an opportunity for collaboration with countries like Kenya, which boasts a young, educated workforce ready to contribute through remote work. The Kenyan digital economy, with its flourishing sectors such as IT services, software development, and customer support, offers unique opportunities for German businesses. Leveraging Kenya's highly skilled professionals through businesses process outsourcing addresses the pressing labor shortage that we have here in Germany. And it also fosters economic growth and innovation on both sides. Similarly, we will continue to provide platform for exchange and collaboration within the Kenyan-German digital dialogue. And for this, we already have further events planned, namely a webinar in October, at which the Friedrich Naumann Foundation, among others, will further promote Kenya as a prime outsourcing destination. Later this year, the German Africa IT and BPO Summit will be taking place. Such events, just like today's, are essential to building lasting partnerships that we wish and launching successful pilot projects. All of us, I believe, are already planning and organizing further activities. But let us also take today to celebrate another step taken in the right direction between our two countries. I would therefore like to commend all of today's signatories on this really important achievement. I greatly look forward to the results of your work, and I wish you well for your continued engagement in the Kenyan-German digital dialogue. Thank you very much.
Yes, in the global south, we have labor, we have talent, we have the skills. On the other side, global north, there is space where we can have our young people, and we have technology that can enable us to be able to get these jobs. So this for Kenya means we are working on two levels, that we're able to move people still physically for jobs, but at the same time, our concept is where we use technology for people to work from the comfort of their homes, but still work formally. And now, because of shortage of time, my apologies, we have to give the floor to our President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Ruto. Please have that.
Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. Asante sana. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And thank you very much for inviting me to this signing ceremony of building a relationship between Germany and Kenya. In the context of where we come from, Germany became the first country to recognize Kenya's independence. And therefore, there is a historic relationship and a firm foundation that has been built between Kenya and Germany. That relationship has been built in many areas: relationship between our institutions of higher learning, our diplomatic relationship between people to people, spanning trade, investment, manufacturing, entrepreneurship, And I'm very happy that later this year, in December, we will be having a summit, a Kenya-German summit in Nairobi, again, to discuss opportunities for expanding our cooperation between Kenya and Germany. It is yet another moment that Germany again is making history, that today at the Citizens Festival, Kenya will be the first non-European country to be a partner in that celebration. And we will be showcasing our culture, our cuisine, our expanded diversity as a country, music, creative economy, drama, and many other aspects of Kenyan culture. We will proudly share these moments with our German brothers and sisters as we consolidate the relationship between Germany and Kenya. On the digital space, let me just give you 3 highlights. As an administration, Kenya is continuously becoming, as has been said ably, the Silicon Savannah, where technology and innovation and creativity is central to our development. You may want to remember that it is Kenya that introduced the mobile money transfer to the world through our M-Pesa innovation. That was not the only innovation in that technology space. There is more, and that is why this agreement today will benefit from the relationship between German technology and Kenyan talent. It will give us an opportunity for a win-win collaboration and partnership. And that is why I'm excited that today we are putting together German technology that is world-renowned and Kenyan talent and innovation that stands out, not just in the global south, but globally. And therefore, it is a coming together of 2 aspects of 2 great nations to give us an opportunity to leverage on technology, to drive our manufacturing, to drive job creation, investment, and to create expanded opportunities for both German and Kenyan people and entrepreneurs. I am very happy that we will be doing this in the context of this big citizen celebration. And later, we will be signing the agreement on a comprehensive migration and labor mobility agreement that again will underpin the relationship, the movement of people, the sharing of experiences and technology between Germany and Kenya. And that history is a history that we all share, and it's a history that has evidence. Our former Prime Minister here was a young student in Germany, and he tells me he was at his university. And therefore, it just cements the relationship between Germany and Kenya. That historic relationship of sharing knowledge as early as 40, 50 years ago. Today, we are consolidating it in an agreement on how together we can benefit from technology. Finally, let me say 3 things why I think the relationship between Kenya and Germany is on to an even more exciting trajectory, and why German investment and German companies should be looking in the direction of Kenya. Number 1, as was said ably by the parliamentary secretary, Kenya has one of the best human capital resource anywhere in the world. innovative, creative, hardworking, least supervised. That's what you get when you work with Kenyan human capital. And that's available in Kenya, and we can also export it to Germany. That's number one. Number two is that Kenya has a fiscal and incentive ecosystem in our special economic zones, in our export promotion zones, that gives incentives, both in taxes and in other incentives that allows German enterprises and other enterprises to thrive and to work in a space where they can remit their profits without challenge, and they can work in Kenya without unnecessary impediment. Number three is that we are the gateway to Africa. Kenya is a signatory to the East African Community Framework that has 330 million people. We are signatories to the tripartite agreement that brings together 26 countries with a population of 750 million people. And Kenya is a signatory to Africa Continental Free Trade Area that opens the African market of 1.4 billion people to your investment in Kenya. And let me say this finally, that Kenya is a green energy destination. Our grid is 93% renewable. So if you are looking for a destination to decarbonize some of your manufacturing and some of your undertakings, you have no better place than in Kenya. And just for context, we've just signed an agreement when I visited the United States with Microsoft and G42 of UAE for an investment of $1 billion to develop the first ever green data center in Kenya using technology from the US. And I'm really looking forward that we can expand that opportunity to technology from Germany, some of the investment resources from the UAE, and of course, using Kenya's renewable energy. There are exciting opportunities for German companies, both in the manufacturing space, but much more importantly, in the digital space. And I'm very happy to be part of this ceremony. Thank you very much. I know we are a bit late because my flight was delayed. I would have really wanted to be here earlier, but thank you very much for giving me a chance by waiting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Ruto, also for taking the initiative to get our young people back home in Kenya, jobs. And we see you're making every effort for them to move physically, but also for us to leverage on technology for them to get jobs. Thank you very much. It's a great honor, especially for us at the Frederick Naumann Foundation, that to contribute to answering or responding to the crisis in our countries, that you're also part of providing solutions. And that's what exactly we've done at the Frederick Naumann Foundation in Nairobi and also here in Berlin. And thank you, Professor Karl Heinz. He's the captain. He started as a dot. And the other captain who is missing here is Stefan Schott, our country director. But of course, he sent his apologies. The other engine mover himself, Tom Powers, I also thank you so much. We've literally been in almost every part of Kenya, driving all the way to Turkana, Nakuru, trying to make this concept work. So for us today is achieving this big dream of where finally we are cementing this relationship. And now allow me to call our signatories to the front. I'll start with Dr. Shiko Gitao. She's the Chief Executive Officer of Kala Trust. Dr. Shiko also knows the journey we've been together from last year, I think the beginning, all the way. Please take the seat. And then Michaela Beck, Managing Director, Hamburg Chamber of Commerce. Michaela, please also take the seat. Then Principal Secretary Roslyn Jogu, please remain just standing behind Michaela. Our captain, Professor Dr. Karl Heinz, kindly also take a seat at the back. So we'll start the signing ceremony. We don't have the songs yet, but we can imagine there's some celebratory songs playing at the background. But as they continue with the signing ceremony, is for us to acknowledge the support, the efforts of everyone who has contributed to this concept. And as we begin with the pilot project in Nakuru County, we believe we are going to look for how we cooperate or incorporate other counties across the country. They have to sign 8 times, so please bear with us. So Michaela and Dr. Shiko, you can take position behind. Thank you very much. So we have Dr. Karl Heinz Paquet, Chairman of the Frederick Naumann Foundation for Freedom Board, and Principal Secretary Roslyn Jogu, once again signing the same MOUs. They still have 4 more, each 4. It's 8 signatures in total, because there are 4 organizations represented. Yes, you can take a step back, and then please just help me bring down the tables for a photo session.